About 3 months ago, I got a comment on one of my videos that stopped me cold. It said, and I'm paraphrasing slightly, "Your channel isn't viral. Why would anyone trust you? That's the biggest mistake you're making." Now, my first reaction was pure defensiveness. I wanted to fire back immediately because it stung, not because it was cruel. It wasn't mean-spirited. It was actually just honest feedback from someone who genuinely believed what they were saying. It stung because a part of me wondered if they were right. I caught myself before I typed anything. I sat with it for a minute, and then I wrote back something I actually meant about how trust doesn't only come from numbers, about how my channel is about learning in real time and showing people my age that they can start even without experience. And we actually had a pretty good exchange. He's 24. By the end, he was saying, "Enjoy and have fun creating." I genuinely appreciated it. But here's the thing I want to tell you about what happened next. Because what happened next is what this video is really about. While I was sitting there wondering if that comment was right, while I was second guessing myself and checking my subscriber count and feeling like maybe my channel wasn't working, the analytics were telling a completely different story, and I wasn't reading them. Let me show you what I mean. That video, the one that comment was on, has now gotten over 4,000 views. It brought in more than 250 new subscribers. It's still getting over 100 views every single day. 4 months later, still going. But none of that is what actually made me feel vindicated. What made me feel vindicated was two things that happened when I finally stopped looking at the subscriber count and started looking at everything else. The first thing was the retention graph. The retention graph shows you how long people actually watch your video before they leave. And when I looked at mine, I could see that people weren't just clicking and leaving, they were staying. The curve was beating typical retention consistently throughout the entire video. People who found that video were watching the whole thing. That 24-year-old asked me, "Why would anyone trust you?" But my actual viewers, the real people YouTube was sending to that video, were trusting me enough to watch every minute of it. The retention graph showed me that before the view count showed me anything else. The second thing was the comments. Not just that one comment, all of them. That video eventually got 59 comments. 59 people took the time to type something. And when I read through them, I found what I was actually looking for. People saying this is exactly what I needed. People saying I'm 57 and I didn't think this was possible for me. People saying thank you for being honest about where you are. 59 comments on a channel with just a few hundred subscribers at the time, on a video that someone told me nobody would trust. So here's what I want to talk about, because I think this happens to almost every creator at some point, and most people don't talk about it honestly. When you're new to YouTube, you instinctively reach for the number that's most visible, the subscriber count. It's right there on your channel page. It's the first thing you see. It feels like a scoreboard. And when someone questions your credibility, the way that commenter did, your brain immediately goes to that number, because that's the number the world uses to measure YouTube success. A big subscriber count means you matter. A small subscriber count means you don't. But here's what I've learned. A subscriber count is probably the least useful metric for a new creator trying to understand whether their channel is actually working. It lags behind everything else. It moves slowly. It doesn't tell you whether the right people are finding your content. It doesn't tell you whether the people who do find it are connecting with it. It doesn't tell you whether YouTube is deciding to push your video to more people. The metrics that tell you those things are impressions, click-through rate, and your retention graph. And for most new creators, those numbers are saying something completely different from what the subscriber count is saying. My channel had somewhere around 300 subscribers when that comment came in. 300. By the logic of that comment, 300 subscribers meant nobody trusted me. Nobody was watching. I was wasting my time. But here's what was actually happening at that exact moment. YouTube had shown that video to tens of thousands of people, tens of thousands of impressions, a click-through rate that was beating average, meaning the people who saw my thumbnail were clicking at a higher rate than typical, and a retention curve that showed the people who clicked were staying and watching. YouTube was recommending my video to strangers. Strangers were clicking it, and the strangers who clicked it were watching the whole thing. That is not a channel nobody trusts. That is a channel YouTube had decided to put in front of people, and those people were responding. The subscriber count just hadn't caught up yet. And that's the thing about subscriber count that nobody tells you at the beginning. It's a lagging indicator. It reflects what happened in the past. Everything else, impressions, CTR, retention, those are leading indicators. They tell you what's happening right now and what's likely to happen next. I want to say something about that commenter before I close, because I think it matters. He wasn't wrong from his perspective. He's 24. He's thinking about YouTube as a business, as a numbers game, as a path to monetization. And in that context, subscriber count does matter. Sponsors look at it. Brand deals reference it. If you're building YouTube as a revenue engine from day one, the numbers are the point. But that's not the only reason to build a YouTube channel. And it's not my reason. I'm building something for people who are sitting there where I was sitting 8 months ago, over 50, feeling left behind by technology, wondering if it's too late to start anything new. Those people are not going to find me through viral growth. They're going to find me because YouTube puts my video in front of them at the exact right moment. And when they find it, I want it to be worth their time. That's what the retention graph was telling me, that it was worth their time, that the right people were finding it and staying. No subscriber count tells you that, but the analytics do, if you know where to look. So here's what I want you to take from this. The next time someone questions whether your channel is worth it, whether a commenter or your own brain at 2 a.m. when nothing seems to be working, don't go to the subscriber count. Go to the retention graph. See if the people who found your video stayed. Go to impressions. See if YouTube is showing your content to people at all. Go to click-through rate. See if your thumbnail is doing its job. And go to the comments, not to count them, to read them. Because in those comments are the real people your channel is reaching. And they will tell you things the numbers never will. That 24-year-old told me my channel would fail. 59 other people told me something different. I know which ones I'm making videos for. See you in the next one.